So let's just start feet flat, knees together, legs together, really squeeze the center line. Take the hands behind the head. You can maybe interlace the fingertips if you'd like. Make sure your pinky fingers are right behind the bottom of the skull. Elbows are reaching wide. Neutral pelvis. And we'll just start with our chest lifts. Inhale, prepare. And on your exhale, hollow out the belly as you lift up to the tips of the shoulder blades. And then inhale to lower down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, really pull the abs down. Inhale, lengthen. Pull the front ribs into the back ribs to get a little more help from the upper abs. 4 more like this. And down. And 3. And down. Exhale up 2. And down. And last time like that. Now we're going to add on. Let's lift up a little higher, a reach of the arms, hands back to the head, and then down. So we lift up 3, 2, 1, reach the arms, bring them back to the head, and lower down. We'll do that 4 more times. Up, 2, 3, reach on 4, hands back, and lower. And up, 2, 3, reach on 4, hands back, and lower. Twice more. Lift up, higher, and reach. Hands back, lower down. Last time. 2, 3, reach 4, hands back, and lower down. Let's bring our arms to the ceiling and knees to tabletop position. We'll alternate our leg lowers. So I'm keeping the knee angle the same, just lowering one leg at a time. I want to stop when the knee is right above the pelvis, so you might even put your hands right there. If we bring our knees too closely, we're losing some of that lower belly connection. Now arms back up. Identify that knee over hip. Now we're going to reach the opposite arm back and up. Opposite arm back and up. So you're reaching overhead as the leg lowers. Now we're going to curl up and do 1 of each. And lower down for 1 of each. Lift up, reach the arm and the leg. Reach the arm and the leg. Lower down, goof it up, and down. 1 more set. Lift up, reach, and grab the knees and lower down. Okay, into the 100. Legs are going to start straight up to the ceiling, and we'll add some leg variations. So get your rack seat, squeeze your heels, lift the chest, and begin breathing. Pump your arms. Exhale all the air. Lower down 1 inch, pump. And exhale. Lower down 1 inch. Exhale. 1 more time, lower 1 inch. And exhale. From there, lower 1 leg down, just hovering off the mat. Bring it back up. Other leg down, hover off the mat. And up. We'll do 1 more time. I'm going to keep that top leg still. And bring the bottom leg up. Other leg, last time. And bring it up. Hug it in. And roll up. Next, arms to the ceiling, legs together and flex. Lift the head and shoulders. Scoop the belly in. Stretch forward. And roll down. Inhale as you reach overhead. Exhale to roll up. And stretch. Really lift the ribs away from the thighs. And wheel the spine back down. 2 more. Keep pressing the legs long and heavy into the mat. Last roll up. And rolling all the way down. Bring your right leg into your hand. We're going to do single leg roll up. Maybe elbows bend, lift the head and shoulders, press the leg into the hand, rolling up, stretching forward. Let's lift up tall here like our tree, and then roll back down. Keep that grip if you can. Look up, press the leg. Oh, I'm gonna get stuck into your hands. Whoop. Round forward, stack up tall, and roll back down. One more time on this leg. Press the leg into your hands. Oh, that was better. And then stack up tall and roll it down. We'll finish at the bottom and switch sides. Bring the other leg into your hands. I'm gonna grab a little lower on this leg for that hamstring injury. And now the chin. Scoop the belly and press the leg into the hands. You can round forward and stack up tall and roll it back down again. That leg is going to be vertical. Pick up the head and shoulders. Press the leg into the hands. Stack up and roll back. And one more time. Press that leg into the hands, round forward. Stack up. And we'll roll down. We're going to leave that leg there. Bring the hands behind the head. Lift the head and shoulders up. And we'll scissors the legs. Anchor your pelvis, hovering the tips of the shoulder blades. Legs are narrow in the center line. Elbows are wide. 3 more. 2 and 1. Let's change to a crisscross. Bend one knee, twist the ribs across and hold. Switch sides, twist across and hold. Exhale as you're twisting all the air out. Exhale as you twist and squeeze out the lungs. A little bit quicker now for 6, 6, 5, and 5, 4, 4, 3. Keep the hips still. Knee right to that shoulder. Last set. And rest down for a moment. Bring the legs up to the ceiling, hands right on the mat by your hips. We're going to do our candlesticks. You squeeze your butt and your low belly, and you lift your hips an inch and lower. An inch and lower. Try not to bring the legs close to your face, but vertical. So I'm barely moving. We'll do 5 more. 4, squeeze your bottom. 3, and 2, control the movement. 1 more, and bend the knees in. From here, we're going to bring our legs down and up the lower lift. Hands can come behind the head, or you can leave them down on the mat. Reach the legs long. Exhale, pull them up. We'll do 5 more. 4. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. 3. Keep that scoop. 2. And last time. Bend the knees in. Let's roll on up to seated and flip over for a little swan. Just a mini stretch for now. We have a few more moves to go. Hands by shoulders, legs pressing long into the mat. Imprint the hips as you lift. Your eyes, your chest, a little bit of help from the arms, and lower down. Pull the elbows back towards the hips, the chest forward towards the end of the mat, and lower. A little stretch for the abdominals, a little strength for the upper back. Squeeze your butts. You're using your whole core to support the movement. One more time in your swan. And then lower all the way down. Hover your nose up off the mat and reach your arms back by your hips, palms to the sky for the reverse 100. So I'm lifting up, just gazing just to the end of the mat. And our breathing is inhale and exhale. Inhale, get a little higher, and exhale. Reach the arms longer, and inhale, and exhale. Think about your shoulder blades pulling wide, And exhale. Navel lifting up away from the mat. No wrinkles in the back of the neck. 2 more breaths. Open the collarbones in the front of the shoulders. 1 more inhale. And exhale. And bring your hands down by your shoulders. We're going to go into a forearm planking series. So the elbows underneath the shoulders. You can have palms on the mat or fists, whatever feels right to you. Tuck the toes under. You can come onto the knees if that's better for you. Or straighten out those legs, show me that low plank. We're going to hold here and focus on our breathing and our elongation. As you exhale, lift your navel in and up under your front ribs. Reach your heels back, away from that navel lifting up. Think of your sternum lifting up in between the shoulder blades. The crown of the head pulling forward. 1 more hold here, 1 more breath. Now we're simply going to pivot to a side plank. Sticky mat, sticky arm, and you can reach the top arm up. Now I have my top leg in front of the bottom leg. We're doing the same thing here as we hold and breathe. Elongate, so we're not making a rainbow shape in our body. We want our ribs stacked with the hips, stacked with the shoulders and the head. So we do have our plumb line, our alignment here. I'm lifting the waist up away from the mat without moving the body. I'm squeezing my inner thighs and my seat a little bit tighter. 1 more breath. And then we'll switch sides by going through the center, placing that elbow, pivoting the feet, and same thing here. Shoulder blade down the back. Engage the inner thighs. Lift the pelvic floor. Lift the navel up under the ribs. See if you can stack your body a little bit more. Hips, ribs, shoulders, and head. Tightening that waist, that inner corset. 1 more breath. And we'll pivot back down to both elbows. Set the knees down. Take a mini child's pose stretch here. And from here, we're going to come to side line. 1 straight line. Legs are stacked. First, both legs lift and lower. Tighten the waist. Use your obliques to lift the leg. Keeping those heels and big toes glued together. 4 more up and down. You'll feel those inner thighs working. 3, 2, pull that navel back and up, and 1, rest the legs down. So the next exercise, we're going to use that top arm. I just want to make sure I don't fall off the back of my mat. We're going to be using that top arm to press, dragging the other arm in up to a teaser. So I'm really squared myself now. I'm reaching for that pinky toe, and then we're going to reach all the way rolling to that sideline. I think my arm has gone over my head, and I'm going to leave it there. I don't need it on the mat, but if you do, that's where we'll go. Let's do that 4 more times. Look for the toes. Drag that bottom arm in, and then slide the bottom arm out as you roll back onto the hips. 3 more. Roll to the hips. Lift. Now we stack up onto that bottom hip and lengthen. Twice more. Roll onto the sacrum. Pull yourself up. Slide back out. Squeeze your body tight. Long line. 1 more. Reach. Lift. And roll back out. From here, let's flip over to the other side. I'm going to face away from you. I'm going to just come to the front side of my mat a little bit. Lift both legs up and down. Lift and lower. Reach away with your heels as you pull up through the abdominals, elongating the body, pulling that bottom waist up. Just 2 to go. And one more time. Now we have that teaser. So I'm going to bring that arm up overhead and then begin by reaching, looking, and rolling onto my hips. Got a little fear here that I'm going to fall off the mat. So when I roll back, I'm going to scooch forward a little bit more. All right, we have 4 to go. Consider that our practice run. And here we go. I'm looking for my toes, pulling myself up and reaching out with that arm to roll back down to my side. 3 more. Rolling up, pick up the legs and reach the legs to roll back onto the side. Last 2. Pull up and lengthen out. One more time. Pick yourself up and lengthen yourself back out. All right, we're going to roll back onto our stomach. So let's press up to our hands and our knees. We will start in this quadruped position. Think of knee stretch on the reformer, or knee hovers or bears in another world. So we'll put our toes into the mat, get the weight into the arms a little bit, pull up with the navel, and hover the knees just an inch. I do have a slight tuck of my tail, just a little bit, to keep my low belly really supporting my low back. So this is your option here as we begin to advance a little bit more. Just take it to this hover and hold. Let's set the knees down, untuck the toes, shake out the wrists if needed. When we're good to go, let's tuck those toes back in, pull the navel in, little tuck of the tail to hover, and I'm going to take my right knee in towards my chest and then straight out behind. Well, I'm going to do that 5 more times, and 4, without changing the back or the shoulders, 3, and 2. Last time, reach it. Bring the knee and the foot down. Other side. Knee in, leg back. Knee in, leg back. I have 4, and reach. 3, and back. 2, and long. Last one. Reach. Bring the knee and the foot down. Rest down. I'm going to untuck the toes. Just get off the wrists and the arms for a minute. Feeling those shoulders as well. That secondary powerhouse. Last bit in our quadruped position. You can stick with just the hover or what we just did, but I'm going to add a pike to the movement. Back to the hover, tail tucks a little. My right knee pulls in. I'm going to reach up into a 3-legged dog. You can't see my foot, but it's up there. And then bend both knees, bringing that right knee closer towards the nose. And then lift the leg and pull it in. Reach and bend. I'm going to do 3 more. And bend. Notice I'm rounding my spine a little bit more as I bring that knee closer towards the nose. Last time. Finish with that knee in. Switch the leg. Start with the knee pulled in. The back is round. Lift the leg. Pull it in. And lift the leg. And round it in. That right knee just hovering. 1 more time. And in. Set the knee down. And shift back to a little child's pose.